we've got today is the 28th anniversary of the release of
Right.
Happy Gilmore. That's crazy that it's been 28 years since that movie has come out.
Jeez.
But awesome, just awesome golf movie. One of the best, better than Caddyshack, in my opinion, which I got told one time I was not a real golfer because I had that opinion. But that's a story for a different
Does
time.
that mean Happy's grandma is dead for real now? Like she's for real dead?
Yeah.
She's got to be.
Chubbs just passed away, so I would
I know.
imagine that grandma's up in the sky with the gator
Don't be
and
sticking
Abraham
in your
Lincoln.
influence, by the way, before we do this thing that we're about to do. You're already kind of trying to influence things, Tony, with
Yeah,
your opinion on these movies.
that's the job of a good moderator.
So Tony, you're gonna draft with us, right?
Yeah, I've got my big board up
Yeah,
here.
you definitely have to draft with us.
So we need everybody to drop a comment on the YouTube video who you think has the best team. Where was the biggest reach? You know, what was the biggest movie left off the board at the end of this? And Tony, how did you determine the order?
I haven't yet. We're gonna do that live on air. We can do a little Rochambeau. Pick a number. I don't know. How do you want to do it?
Well, Rochambeau would be hard, I guess. Why don't you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna say let's go in age order. So Pat, we'll let seniors go first. Well, we're gonna honor the group that shot a 48 and let a senior go first. And then I think is it me, Tony, or you?
Yeah, I'm 35. So you're how old are you, DB?
40.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Thanks, man.
I think that's
It's not my birthday month anymore.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize you turned 40.
Me either.
All right. So
by the way, that's a good way to do it because some of these movies are sort of age related too.
Right.
Which leads me to the number one pick.
Snake draft, by the way. Okay, go ahead.
Which is going to be, snake draft. We're going to go with Caddyshack off the board first. I mean, I love Caddyshack. It's the first golf movie I think I ever saw. You know, you read off lines all the time from Caddyshack. You got the characters from that movie. You got Bill Murray in that movie. I mean, I just there's a lot to be said, but I'll go Caddyshack number one.
Well, I'm grateful that you did that because to me, Caddyshack is kind of the Jamarcus Russell of this draft, right?
No way.
You
but
it's not. It ends up kind of being no. I'm just kidding. Caddyshack is not a bust. I like Caddyshack a lot, but I do agree with Tony, and I'm going to take it right in front of him that Happy Gilmore is the greatest golf movie of all time. So I'm going Happy. Go to your home. Going with Happy.
I love that movie too. You can't really go wrong probably with these first 3 or 4.
Sorry, I took a sec there. I had to go old school, and this is how our draft board is going to be. Just me writing it down because I'm not technologically advanced and can find a good draft board to put up here. But maybe in post, I'll add some pictures or something. But anyway, no, great pick, DB.
Thank you.
Quote that movie constantly.
Yeah.
Just a great. So these top 5 or 6 picks between all of us, they're all going to be pretty much chalk. So doing some research for this, putting the big board together. We got some good ones coming in round 3 and 4 that I'm excited about to debate with you guys. But I think if we're going golf movies, first pick for me left on the board, I got to go 10 Cup. That's got a mix of comedy, drama, and then you've got you've got the ending and everything like that too. So
it's one you can watch with your lady too. It's one you can watch with your lady.
All right. So then back to me. So now my strategy for this going forward is I probably haven't seen any of the rest of these movies, but the people who are featured in them are going to make me think about other movies that I can think about if I ever do watch these movies. So with that being said, I'm going to go with The Greatest Game Ever Played because that's got Shia LaBeouf, and then I'll think about the Transformers movies. So I'm going to go Greatest Game Ever Played coming back.
Francis We Met. That's a great movie. I can't believe you've not seen that movie, Tony. That is on Golf Channel all the time.
You need to watch it. It is good.
And I changed the channel.
Are we doing 3 rounds?
I did 4 so we could get to 12.
Okay. God, so you sniped that one in front of me, just like I was happy from you. Because that's a good one. You can watch that one with your kids. It's clean, you know. I'm gonna go, you know, this could be a reach in the draft, but at this point, you know, I'm gonna appeal to the people. It's a movie about one of the greatest names in golf and it's played by Jesus. Jim Caviezel played Bobby Jones in Bobby Jones' Stroke of Genius. So if you got Jimmy C doing Jesus and Bobby Jones in the same era, I mean, it came out in 2004. I think that's a win. So
I think those were the same year when I was looking that up. I saw 2004 next to that.
bro, I mean, that bangers only for Jimmy C in 04. You know what I mean?
Mm.
All right, Pat.
All right. There are very few movies out there, and not just golf movies, where I've actually read the book and then the movie came out, and that is Bagger Vance. I read that book and I liked the book, and you never think a movie can kind of it's you never think it's going to be as good as the book is going to. But I thought it was pretty good, so I did like Bagger Vance. So I'll go with Bagger Vance.
All right, you got another one.
Ooh, I do have another one. All right, this is the reach.
Don't steal my.
This is a huge reach, and I know I'm not going to steal. You've probably never even seen this, but I did see these as a kid. I don't know if you could classify them as movies, but I did like to watch it. Dwarf on Golf.
Oh, that is such a good pull. That's
Dwarf
such a good
on
pull.
Golf is my next pick.
That is such a good pull. God, I'm so mad at myself for not thinking about that. Had you drafted that first, I would have been really pleased with that. Such a good pull. The kids these days have no idea.
No clue. No clue.
God, dude, my dad used to rent those for me.
I think my
The
dad
VHS tape.
I think my dad
Golly.
I think my dad went ahead and just bought it.
Oh. God, that's so good. Okay, I'm gonna go with this is not an exciting one. I'm gonna save that one for last, but I will say this is a very underrated golf movie if you've not seen it. Lucas Black stars in it. Robert Duvall. I love Robert Duvall. If you don't love Robert Duvall, I don't know what's wrong with you. But 7 Days in Utopia is a great movie. Lucas Black, the Texas boy. You know how I love to talk about the Texas boys, and he's hitting the little low stingers in the wind, and he's battling, and he's having his problems, and his strokes gained home life is all out of whack. Great movie. 7 Days in Utopia. If you've not watched it, that's my next pick.
All right, good pull there, DB. All right, next one I'm gonna go with, and this is I just learned about this movie this morning, but one actress in this makes it look watchable. Like I said, I'm going to be thinking about a different movie while I'm watching this movie. It's called Swing Away, featuring Shannon Elizabeth of American Pie fame.
Okay. See where the mind is going here.
What's being swung?
So when an American pro is suspended from the LPGA tour, which I would just love to see her golf swing too, like the actress terrible golf swing type thing. Her escape to Greece and the village of her grandparents leads to a showdown against a greedy American developer that changes the lives of the villagers and herself forever.
Okay, so that's not exactly what I thought it was. Okay.
All right, swinging it back. This one again. This is an all-time. Which I was watching the trailer for this one before we popped on, and the actual full movie is on YouTube. Back in the early 90s, Leslie Nielsen put out some golf tips. Leslie Nielsen's Bad Golf Made Easier is what I'm going to go with for my fourth one, which the trailer, he walks up to the caddy shack and they said there's a 5-hour wait. So he slips him a 20 and he's teaching you how to hide the money in your hand properly. That way you can get on the course. So that's what, it's a spoof of a golf instruction video, which I'm very excited to watch.
It was kind of like a little Club Pro Guy-esque before Club Pro Guy. We should have Pat reenact some of the best scenes from Leslie Nielsen's.
You were after we finished recording here. That was on my list to talk to you about doing something
Dwarf on Golf. Although that might get us in trouble for something.
All right, I'm going crazy town here too. Now this is a more recent flick, so a lot of people may not have seen this. And if you're into golf, but you're also into horror movies and blood and gore, A struggling golf course suffers a string of caddy murders at the paws of pesticide-mutated gophers, while the greedy owner of the facility tries to cover up the carnage, and an unhinged groundskeeper wages an all-out war on the vicious vermin in Caddy Hack 2023 film. You got to check it out. You can get it on Blu-ray. You can probably find it, maybe deep in the annals of Amazon Prime. Caddy Hack, baby.
Okay.
Pesticide mutant gopher just biting your balls off, and
I guarantee Bill Murray's in that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm so glad you mentioned this, Stevie, that you went to that, because you brought back a memory that I had no clue. I forgot about it, and you're gonna love this. Okay, so this is another horror movie. Okay,
I think I know where you're going.
This is called. The way, the person who helped develop the Golby logo is listed on IMDb as the writer of this movie. It is called The Greenskeeper.
Yes, that's right.
With little homage to our buddy Alex Ware, who is listed on there. If you look it up on IMDb, he is the second writer listed. And I've actually seen not the whole thing, but I've seen a lot of it. We had drinks at Alex's house and watched it, and it was interesting to say the least. So I'm going to have to go to The Greenskeeper as my last
pick. And John Rocker, the pitcher for the Braves, was in that movie. Yes.
Yeah.
Alex, I just don't want to glaze over that. Alex, who wrote it, is basically the guy behind creating Golby for us.
Yeah.
Brilliant creative guy in Augusta. Fantastic stuff. That's a great pull too, Pat. That's a beautiful pull.
Yeah.
Good draft.
We should do some of these. I got a couple honorable mentions here just because they're funny golf movies. But we should do some kind of like watch party with some of these. Like, it would be interesting just to sit down and watch, maybe have him and like if we could get John Rocker and do like a Zoom watch call or something like that.
Alex would do it, I guarantee you.
Like Mystery Science Theater 3000 used to do.
Yeah, just something like that. A couple of the honorable mentions I got. One from 1989 called Blades, not with Wesley Snipes, but somewhere in New Jersey, a killer lawnmower stalks a small town's golf course.
Killer lawnmower?
Yeah. I feel like that's in the Stephen King Cars and Pet Cemetery vein.
It's not blades as in like hitting blades, like irons that are blades?
It looks, no, it's like from like blades of a lawnmower.
So they kind of stole the greenskeeper idea a little bit.
And then
go ahead, Tony.
We got the made-for-TV movie, The Tiger Woods Story, which wrapped and was produced in 1998. So we got a big gap there as far as some of the drama that could be added to that. But the biography of Tiger Woods from his birth to winning his first golf major at the I love IMDb and non-sports people. Winning his first golf major at the Augusta Masters in 1997.
I love it. Dude, Golf in the Kingdom is listed in there, and I've heard that's a fantastic book. I have not seen the movie. I don't know if DB's seen it, but that's listed kind of up in the top 20 in rankings and everything. So
the Tiger Woods movie that Tony's referencing, the cover of that is like
Look at that.
What you say, girl? What? Bitch, what? I will slap. What? That's what that looks like. It looks like it looks like you just something. That is just the most ratchet ass Tiger Woods.
I just don't think Tiger's ever even given that look.
Oh boy, that is funny.